Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, Bashim Rakak. My name is your cowboy from Plaintables Camp of Philly. Last week, I believe my brother did a video, quick video on this. The Federal Reserve payment system, back-end payment system, said it crashed with some kind of glitch. So the Federal Reserve back-end payment system that banks, government entities, and investors rely on to transfer cash temporarily went dark. And now, what the brother was saying, and what I'm saying is, they're preparing for a complete digital system. All right. It says the Fed blamed an operational error for FedWire's collapse and was able to restore services after being down for 2.5 hours on Wednesday. All right, because what we teach, Revelation 13 and 16 is the point here, and he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now we look up the word. I have a video also. Yeah, there, charagma, alright, which is a mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Alright, as it is written, there are many Antichrists. So this is going to be the new medium for payments to buy and sell. Alright, it's a badge of servitude. So if you receive this mark, you're essentially a slave to the system, to the beast, all right, which is the world's powers, America and the different European nations. You'll be serving under that beast. All right, and we look into it farther into the word. It's karax, which just proves that the chip or the mark is going to go beneath the surface of your skin. It's just not going to be stamped on the surface. It's going to go beneath the surface. A palisade. I have my dictionary on. All right, rampart. Truck. Come on. Definition. Here we go. Got a new computer set up, so I gotta. All right.
Palisade.
Palisade, a fence or wooden stakes of iron railings fixed in the ground, forming an enclosure or defense. All right, so it's going beneath the surface of the soil or whatever surface it is. So that surface would be your skin, all right, or a person's skin. All right, so it's going beneath the surface. So this chip, charagma, all right, it's going to be inserted in your right hand or your forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had that mark, all right, or the name of the beast or the number of his name, all right. That's the mark. And when you look up in a lot of Esau's products, you'll see 600, 666, 666. And one notable one that I can remember off the top of my head is the Monster Energy drink. It has the Hebrew 666. All right, 666, which is psi. Let's see right here. We got, let's just click it. We got Chi Psi Stigma. All right. 666. 666. Here's the video. So we need a digital dollar to counter China, says Rep. McHenry. All right. So it's not just a conspiracy theory that they want to convert the current system over to a digital system. All right. They're talking about it and they want to put it forth. Listen to what he got to say.
Congressman, I'm going to return to the breaking news now, and I know that you've only just read the story, so we're not looking for deep insights. But given that we're having technical difficulties at the Federal Reserve in terms of banks' payments to one another, the fact that we've seen this over at the ECB back in October of 2020 as well, how much do you feel that we need to invest in the very infrastructure of financial services at the moment?
Well, I think we need to have redundancy and additional redundancy. I think we need to have a larger, more fulsome discussion about a digital dollar because I think that would alleviate some of the blockage here of the.
You just said it. So we need to have a
more fulsome discussion about a digital dollar.
A fulsome discussion about a digital dollar.
Because I think that would alleviate some of the blockage here of the Fed being a central clearer and a number of payments across our economy, across the globe.
A digital dollar, who would be the clearer then?
Well, if you go full blockchain, then you actually have insight into it, but you don't have a central clearing party. And that is one of the advantages. If you go to a distributed ledger system, there's redundancy built into that system innately.
You know, Congressman, it was interesting, just moments after the news coming from the Fed, Coinbase puts out statements saying that their processing is normal, and of course bringing up this thought about digital currencies. Is that a realistic timeline, getting there soon? And
you see how they made it very interesting? They said Coinbase, that's where you buy a centralized, not decentralized, centralized currency. They're saying, well, our system's running fine. And the Federal Reserve System, which runs on the traditional system, well, it went down for 2.5 hours. So the blockchain / crypto system making it appear to be better. You see how excited she looks? Look at her face.
you know, Congressman, it was interesting, just moments after the news coming from the Fed, Coinbase puts out statements saying that their processing is normal, and of course bringing up this thought about digital currencies. Is that a realistic timeline, getting there soon? And then how are you thinking about regulation around it?
Well, that's what I asked Chair Powell today, is to give a little more of the details on this engagement around the digital dollar. I think we're going to have an aggressive strategy by the Federal Reserve this year on the nature of a digital dollar, the pluses, the minuses of it, the privacy concerns. But I think we have to have a digital dollar in order to be a counterweight to China. We have to have a open market, a Western-style investment in digital currency in order to counter what is a China approach, a communist approach to control and to snoop and to sneak and to have enhanced role of China globally. So I think we need that as a counterweight.
A counterweight. It's interesting. So you're really focusing in on what blockchain can provide, what some sort of central bank controlled crypto can provide as well. I'm interested in market volatility overall as well, and some of the infrastructure spending. There's been a lot of calling for immediate settlements coming from the hearings that we just heard last week, the likes of Ken Griffin really saying there's going to need to be such intricate fine-tuning to be able to achieve immediate settlement, but perhaps it's something we could.
Right, they want everything to move faster. The current payment system takes 2 days for payments to clear. So when you buy something with your debit or credit card, it still says pending on there for a few days. All right, and with the blockchain, it'll settle within seconds or within a minute. All right, that scriptures say in Daniel, I believe it says that knowledge shall increase, so you'll be able to get information is moving a lot faster now. And they want to move to this new system. And so you can't deny that we're moving to a digital system. That's this crypto currency and this digital dollar. All right, it's undeniable. Now, if you don't believe, here's the evidence. All right, the link will be in the description box to the full video. I'm not going to play it. 2 minutes 49 seconds. I'm going to play another minute or two.
aim for. What do you make of Ken Griffin really saying there's going to need to be such intricate fine-tuning to be able to achieve immediate settlement, but perhaps it's something we could aim for? What do you make of those hearings around GameStop, the pressure on Congress to consider some sort of stabilization measures there?
Well, I think the question of the time of settlements, Congress hasn't had a hearing on settlements in over a decade. And so that was the first discussion we've had of a legislative move to quicken the pace of settlements. Now, in 2017, the Securities Exchange Commission moved forward with a faster settlement time. And so we were already considered fast by the Securities Exchange Commission, the DTCC, and their approach. I think we need to have an understanding of the benefits, but also the costs of real-time settlements. There are some advantages to a slower settlement process. We need to understand them, and we need to understand the relative benefits to.
But they want a fast settlement process. All right, they want you to be able to have the $100,000 purchase. You purchase the item, or you make a purchase for $100,000. They want that to go through within a minute instead of taking 2 days or longer. All right, and they can do that. They can achieve that with the blockchain, with the crypto, the digital dollar. And he's going, yeah, its advantages, and all that to for it being slow. But we know Americans like things fast.
CC and their approach. I think we need to have an understanding of the benefits, but also the costs of real-time settlements. There are some advantages to a slower settlement process. We need to understand them, and we need to understand the relative benefits to see that the benefits exceed the costs. At first blush, I would say that real-time settlements would take an enormous amount of capital that is really sidelined by a slower settlement process and get it back into action. So that's a huge benefit.
Okay, but if we do move to a zero-day settlement or something close to it, I mean, you still run into the issue of delivering something that a lot of folks don't have. And this seemed to be the issue with the GameStop Robinhood saga, the idea that effectively you had shares being traded that Robinhood couldn't make good on, at least not within the settlement window.
Right, so they have to upgrade the system. They have no choice. If they wanted to do things so fast and they're making trillions of dollars of transactions per day, they have to upgrade the system. They have to go to a digital system where you make the purchase and it's immediately within a minute or seconds. The purchase is completely cleared. He triple teaming this guy.
Okay, but if we do move to a zero-day settlement or something close to it, I mean, you still run into the issue of delivering something that a lot of folks don't have. And this seemed to be the issue with the GameStop Robinhood saga, the idea that effectively you had shares being traded that Robinhood couldn't make good on, at least not within the settlement window. How would have narrowing that settlement window made things better?
No, the issue with Robinhood was a question of the value at risk according to DTCC, the central clearing firm that most of the market uses. That value at risk, because of the extraordinary nature of a hand.
Okay, so you pretty much get the point. The blockchain is going to be faster. The same-day settlements are going to be more convenient, and everybody has to get on board, or the system's not going to work. All right. This is Revelation 13 and 16, well, 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. That's the title. We need a digital dollar to counter China, says Rep. McHenry. This was released February 24th, 2021. All right. Link could be in the description box. Hope it was edifying. Shalom.